Fixing the Angelic Wand, The Mild Adventure. Chapter 1. A Plight of a Night. Whoosh! Came the sound of the subway train as it stopped at Sparkville, which was the area where Peter and his friends lived. It was a nice, non-crowded area, and everyone there had a happy time. The fabulous five, Peter, Jay, Steve, Sam, Juliet, Peter's sister, and Jack, who recently passed the examination given by the rest and joined the group, stepped out along with Jack, whose number was yet to be included in the name. They came on the metro with Steve's older brother, Larry. Larry was 19, and he was an adult unlike the rest, Peter said. Whoa, what a spectacular place it was. It was enjoyable even for 13 and 14-year-olds, Sam said. I concur. Man, you know lots of cool and rare words, Sam. In my opinion, you really are an English star, said Juliet in admiration of Sam. She liked Sam and Sam liked her. Thanks, the word replaces the word agree. Anyways, I'm tired. The place was fun and all, but I'd prefer a mystery to solve, said Sam, worn out. I want to see Jack's new skills. He tells us that he's very good at disguising himself and he easily finds clues, said Steve, very elevated. Jack grinned at Steve. Peter, too, joined the praise for Jack by saying, he looks like a sportive and tough guy. I must say that with him, our team is a total upgrade. Jack once again grinned at Peter and he said, I too am excited to try out my skills. I have a bunch that ought to astonish you. Larry got sick of waiting and said, enough with your chit-chatting. Our parents ought to be worried. Listen, they trusted me to take you on this trip for only a short time. I felt bad for you guys, so I decided to not burst out my mouth. You are our parents, said Peter humorously. I'm just an adult, and you're just a ridiculous boy, said Larry very bad-temperedly. Peter asked Larry, do you know why a skeleton is good at jokes? No, Peter knew, said Larry. 'Cause they have good humor. Get it? Humorous. The bone, said Peter, very disrespectfully. Everyone burst out in laughs except Larry, Larry said. I'll tell this bad behavior of yours to your parents. Kids like you ought to know how to behave. Peter was sad. He really had done too much. Larry took them outside the station and dropped them each at their own home. It was a pleasure for him that all the houses were only a few hundred meters apart. At last, Steve and his brother Larry were left alone, along with a scarce light source from the lamps lit on the street. Can we take a look at the stars for a few minutes? Just a few minutes, pleaded Steve to his brother. After a bit of no's and a slight yes, Larry agreed to sit down with Steve on the big rock and watch the stars. Steve felt himself waking up on something pretty fluffy. It was so fluffy that it felt as if you could bounce higher than you could normally do. Suddenly he heard faint and silent screams. Steve-o, aren't you going to wake up? When he suddenly woke up and rubbed his eyes, he saw Peter laughing at him. Oh! You should have seen him when he almost got scared. Ha 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 ha. Sam shrugged at Peter and asked him, oh, if you like laughing, mister, find out where we are. We are just stranded on some super mushy pillows. Oh, how what? Wait, I see golden gates over there. It must denote an area or a sector of this area. Let's run to it, interrupted Peter. Saying that, everyone began to run towards it. This is exciting, exclaimed Jack. Yay-yys, said Juliet, unable to say it properly because of her speed. They reached the area and looked around. Suddenly, Steve howled, there's a wand, a stick with a star inside this area. Should we take it? Peter was thinking when suddenly Juliet sprung out to grab it. No, idiot, who knows what could happen? Suddenly, they heard faint buzzing behind them. Jack turned to look back and he was sprayed and there. He fell to the ground looking unconscious. One by one, everyone fell down unconscious. They could only remember seeing spray on their face. They could neither remember seeing who did the spray, nor could they remember what had happened after they were sprayed. They were dragged by Steve went inside quietly and rejected. Surprisingly, the cell was closed on all sides and it wasn't openable from any of the sides. There was a clean bunk bed and a separate closed small area for the bathroom. Peter was waking up feeling excruciating pain in the thighs. It was hard for him to get up. Before getting up, he heard a voice screaming, "Brother! Brother! Wake up! There's a lot going on here! Peter suddenly woke up when the voice started shaking his hand. He woke up and saw Juliet in tears as she tried to wake her dear brother up. She stopped crying after Peter woke up as she felt more protected and comfortable with her brother. Peter asked, "What's been happening and where are the others?" "Seems to be that we're locked in a cell," said Jack. "Most disappointed. I woke up before you and Jack and saw that we were locked in a kind of jail." Pleasurably, Jack woke up after hearing my whines and comforted me a bit. "Then I woke you up and that leads us here," said Juliet, whose face was full of dread. Hearing the noises, Steve and Sam woke up respectively. They were in confusion, very deadly confusion. Sam screamed, "Ah! Ah! Ah! Where are we? Ah!" "And by that, I mean the people who locked us in here," said Peter scornfully. "Those people are dreadful," said the shattered Juliet. "You were one of the main causes for us to land in this big mess," said Peter. "Very vexed, angry." Juliet was heartbroken, Steve said. "We fell for that trap." "Don't worry, Juliet, it's Suddenly they heard a thud outside. Then they heard a cheerful voice calling out to them. "I'm gonna assume you guys don't know where you are." Juliet screamed. "Let us out!" the cheerful voice asked in a more angry tone. "Where do you think you are?" Before Juliet could squeal, Peter closed her mouth and pushed her away. He said, "We don't know where we currently are situated, but we are the Fabulous Five and our names are Peter, Jay, Steve." The voice screamed in excitement. "Oh, you must be the Fabulous Five, the only people whom we could hope for rescue. Delighted ones, open the door." "We've got world-class famous detectives here with us," Peter whispered to Steve. "I don't remember us being world-class famous detectives." "And I don't remember us being so famous," Steve whispered back to Peter. "I guess the voice calls us that. We're not world-class famous detectives," said Sam, quite unsure. The door opened, and it was like a stone wall just moving out of the way with no contraption or any way that they could actually open or close. Juliet squealed. "Is that magic?" "Yes," said the voice, who was just now getting revealed. The door opened and they saw an angel who was at least 1.5 times taller than them. Peter was shocked. Magic doors. And an angel. Surely he must have gone mad. Beside the angel, there were small angel-like creatures with wings. The angel also had wings and she was bigger than the rest. "Who are those little flying creatures?" asked Sam. "They're known as the Delighted Ones. They come in 3 forms. The cheerful ones. These little winged creatures are small and cheerfully do their work. Even if you say something rude to them that ought to hurt them, they still seem happy. They make up 60% of Celestia's luminous city population. They are mostly referred to as Cheerios by the angel. The silent ones. These little winged creatures who appear to be smaller than the cheerful ones do their work silently. They hate any type of noise or unwanted distraction. They make up 30% of Celestia's population. They are mostly referred to as Cilios by the angel. The curious ones. These little winged creatures are mad about learning. They always want to know new and interesting stuff whenever they have a chance to find it. They make up 10% of Celestia's population. They are mostly referred to as Carios by the angel." "Oh," said Peter, interested. "We were the ones to trap you," said the Delighted Ones, silent ones, giggling. "And it was all because of Juliet that we fell into this trap," said Peter, ashamed of himself. The angel said, "Anyways, we didn't expect you to come for only talking. We must discuss the situation at once." "Where are we going?" asked the still shattered Juliet. "We're going to our city. Celestia, also known as Luminous City," said the angel. Very excited to show them the city, they saw a big golden gate about 5 times bigger than all of them combined in the distance. They approached it, and they saw a few angelic guards. "Guards, open the door," asked the angel politely. As the guards made their way to open the gate, Juliet asked the angel, "What type of Delighted Ones are the guards?" "Oh yes, they're a type of silent ones," replied the angel. "Everyone we've met so far are silent ones," said Sam, a bit disappointed. "That's because most of the duties are taken by the silent ones. They love doing their jobs, especially without anyone talking," said the angel very solemnly. The gate was opened by the delighted ones, silent ones, and they were free to come inside. The delighted ones, silent ones, welcome them and let them inside, the angel burst out. I can't believe that I'm with world-class famous detectives. For the last time, we are not world-class famous detectives, shouted Peter, very irritated by the angel's words. I'm sorry. Did that hurt you? Said the angel. Very sorry indeed. It's okay, said Peter. Realizing that he had hurt her feelings, the angel took them to Celestia. Once you've entered the Golden Gates, you had to walk through a field and then enter a portal that took you to Celestia. How long is walking through this path going to take? Groaned Steve. Another 45 minutes, said the angel, as if it was nothing. Everyone sighed and groaned except the angel herself. They were tired from walking for such a long time. They finally saw the portal. They came close to the portal. The angel said, on the count of 3, we all jump into the portal. 3, 2, 1. Jump. Chapter 3. A new mission for the Fabulous Five. And Jack, they fell on the ground. Jack almost felt like puking. Oh my gosh! Why did that warp have to be so to me disturbing? Groaned sick Jack. Everyone else laughed hard when Jack told his feeling of puking. Stop laughing, you lot, said Jack. Now very angry, the angel said. Now let me tell you the story, and the way to begin your mission is to first know your mission. Oh! It's gonna be nice hearing this. I can't wait to find out what you're talking about, said Juliet, very much interested in the mystery. Yai. A new mystery! Finally! Exclaimed Sam. Peter jumped in excitement and said, a new mystery! A new mystery! With an angel! How strange and how wonderful! The angel laughed at Peter and smiled at him. Listen, a sparse, rare thing has been bestowed upon us just a few days ago, said the angel, not as happy as she looked a few seconds ago. Continue, this sounds very interesting. I can't wait to hear more, screeched Steve. The angel said, the thing that happened a few days ago usually occurs only once every 554,957 years. So, I have an angelic wand. It's the thing that keeps peace in this war. Peace from whom? Is there some other fantasy character living here somewhere? Besides, 5,549 something is such a huge number of years. Are you heavenly gods immortal? Asked Peter. All right. Let me explain the situation to you, and at the end you can discuss and tell your doubts to me. Deal? Asked the angel to the rest, who agreed. It is very hard fixing the angelic wand. There are around 54 wing pieces on the outer layer of the wand that are extremely essential for the working of the wand, and there is a big star in the center that acts like a battery. Now, you might be asking me how this disassembling of the wand happens. Well, apparently, once the same number of years are over, the most powerful lightning is formed. As a result, the angelic wand fails to stand against the immense pressure of the lightning. Till this day, no one knows why the powerful lightning is caused, explained the angel. Well, how do we fix them? By tightening them into place? Asked Peter. No. Once the lightning occurs, the pieces break and evaporate. The only way to get the pieces is by doing good deeds to others, replied the angel. So you're saying all we had to do was just to help a few people, and hey presto, we're done. Overreacted Peter. It's not that easy. I teleport you from the fictional realm to the real human world where good deeds offer pieces. The more helpful the deed is, the more pieces we get. Then too. It's very easy, said Sam, confused by what the angel meant. The angel sighed and said, first of all, finding a good deed to do is very hard. Especially only when you're trying to find it, not when you accidentally stumble upon one. It shouldn't be too hard with all of us around, said Jack. All right, fine. I'll have to reveal the challenge. You know I have an enemy whom I most hate. He's the devil, also known as Mr. 503742. He always likes when the big lightning strikes and my wand is broken, said the angel. Heartbroken? A devil? Who's he? He sounds very evil, considering his name is itself evil. And you don't actually mean that he's going to be hunting us? Asked Sam doubtfully. The angel solemnly replied, I'm afraid so, but that's why I brought world-class famous detectives here with me. Only, So that they could crack this puzzle easily, I suppose. Jack got angrier and said, "For the last time, we are not. Let the angel call us whatever she wants. We don't have time to create a fuss about things like that," scolded Peter at Jack. "Don't fight, my dear detectives." "Now, Jack and Peter, stop it at once," ordered the angel. "So, are there any missions to complete now?" asked Sam. "Oh, I forgot to tell you, but if you hear a jingle, be cautious," said the angel. "Why do we have to be cautious?" asked Juliet. "It's because when the jingles sound, it's a warning that the devil is somewhere around the area snooping around," said the angel. "That's creepy," exclaimed Jack. "I know, right? But when will the next mission arrive, Angel?" "Or how do you know when a mission arrives to be completed?" asked Peter. "Simple. I have a magic orb around my shed in this city. Using that, I can cast a spell to show any good deeds to be done," said the angel. "But till then, what do we do?" asked Steve. "Just sit somewhere. Wait. I forgot to introduce you to the city of Celestia, aka Luminous City. It's very big and we just need to walk 10 more minutes to get there," said the angel. "A city? Wow. Can we explore it whilst we wait for any missions to start appearing?" asked Juliet. "That was what I was going to allow you to do." "You cheeky little one," said the angel, having a little fun with little Juliet. It was true that they were going to walk to the city. While they had been so into talking, they didn't realize that they hadn't reached the city and were just talking while standing a cloud with grass on it. So, they made their way to the city when suddenly they stumbled upon something. "Hey, delighted one! What are you doing here?" asked the angel. "Nothing," replied the delighted one. "Which type are you?" asked the angel solemnly. "I am a dev, a cheerful one," replied the creature. The angel left it and walked on until the angel's foot had accidentally stepped on the dress of the delighted one and it fell. It revealed a red face with a red tail with small horns that was probably 0.75 times the size of Juliet. "Hey, it's a deviling! I knew it! I have been suspicious of you ever since I first saw you!" screamed the angel. But the deviling quickly went inside a portal that appeared and disappeared along with the portal. "That must be the portal to the devil's land," thought Peter to himself. "See, I hate devils. They always ruin the lives of people and angels." "I should have caught that deviling," said the angel. "Very much regretting not catching the deviling," said the angel, bad-tempered. Then Peter pointed out something that made everyone curious. "Look, there's something crawling in the bush. Its legs are visible. I should think of it as another deviling in disguise." "Hey, what are you doing?" asked the angel. "Nothing. I was just picking a few flowers for my best friends," said the creature. "Oh, I forgot to ask a question. Show me the identity card of yourself." "Prove me that you are a delighted one and not a deviling," asked the angel. The scared creature showed the identity card and the angel said, "Look at what we have here. A citizen of Luminous City." So after all, the delighted one was a delighted one, I suppose, said Sam. They said bye to the delighted one and left the garden. The angel said, "First, we were at Cloudy Patches, which were the plain patches of the area you guys and I were talking. Now we were at the garden, aka Divine Grove. Now we are making our way to the entrance of Luminous City." Juliet and Sam jumped in excitement. After all, they had been waiting to enter the city. The entrance was huge. It had a very big golden gate. "Much bigger than the previous entrance," Steve asked the angel. "How many entrances do you have?" "It's really just to be safe from the devils," replied the angel. Jack awed at the gate and soon was seeing it get opened. Everyone went inside and then they gasped. "Wow! What a beautiful city!" exclaimed Jay. "Shush! There are a few silent ones around here that don't like the type of noise we make," whispered the angel. "Sorry," replied Jay solemnly. They got onto the road and saw that even the rough road that the humans had was soft in the angelic realm. "I see some buildings." One reads out, "The Angel Bar," and below it says, "Fresh drinks with different flavored fruits." "Come and join us," read out Juliet. Jay said, "There's a building that reads Peaceful Pines Hotel, and another building that reads Celestial Galleria along with text below them all saying 30 sail off. Save your angel tokens? Wow, there are lots of cool buildings. To be honest, some of them look better than what we humans have created, said Juliet. The angel replied, My dear world-class famous detectives, don't worry. One day, because of your intelligence, you will pass us in terms of technology. Jay was bursting in anger and said, for the last time, just leave it, bro, insisted Jack. Jay did stop his anger and cool down very quickly. Who wants to explore Celestia with me? Asked the angel. Me! Screamed everyone together. Chapter 4. Eating at Peaceful Pines. The angel asked them, So, where would you guys like to go first? Let's have a vote, shall we? Yes, screamed Juliet. Play along at home and pick which area you would have liked to go first. Who wants to go to the bar first? Asked the angel. Jack raised his hand along with no one else. That's one vote for the angel bar. Now, who would like to go to Celestial Galleria first? Asked the angel. Only Sam raised her hand. That's one vote for Celestial Galleria. Now, finally, who would like to go to Peaceful Pines first? Asked the angel once more. Juliet, Peter, Jay, and Steve raised their hands, and it was pretty obvious that everyone was hungry. Look like Peaceful Pines is going to be the area we head next, said the angel. Thank goodness, I thought we were going to starve. Jack and Sam, aren't you guys hungry? Groaned Peter. Whatever you voted for was what you got, so why bother me? Said Sam, a bit mad. They went through the streets of Luminous City. On the way, they saw a delighted one on the streets, begging for angel tokens. Hey, you seem to be in trouble, said the angel to the poor creature. Yes, I am. You see, I was leading a very peaceful and decent life. I work at the Divine Department where I have a pretty good role. I was the head of my team and we had to create a project about the economics of Luminous City and avoid any kind of scams. The project was very good and all the ideas were on a sheet of paper, ready to be implemented, ready to be implemented, ready to be implemented. Little did I know that my life was going to take a complete 360-degree turn. The project was ready to be implemented a week after the project setting was done. It was just to add some fair things in Luminous City to improve it. 4 days after the project was done, it was Saturday. So, we had holidays after the day, but the day itself started out horrible. I searched for the project everywhere, and I even asked one of my teammates where it was. He had no idea, and everyone in my team was in a panic. Eventually, I had to head home, with no potential of me and that project meeting each other. Suddenly, a teammate of mine decided to tag along with me and have a nice weekend with me. I felt a little better after he consoled me and we were at home watching some television. I was cooking some snacks when suddenly he revealed himself to me and he was a deviling. I couldn't believe it. He had a spray in his hand and he wiped me out. Shortly after I woke up, my house was gone. I knew that it was the work of the cheeky deviling. He used some kind of spell to make the house disappear. I even asked my neighbors. But they just ignored me and thought that I had gone mad. The delighted one sobbed, and the angel, along with Peter, Jay, Steve, Juliet, Sam, and Jack. The angel consoled him and gave him 100 angel tokens. Thank you, said the still sobbing delighted one. I know how that would feel. Those devilings. I'll show them once I get my angelic wand back. Along with my world-class famous detectives, said the angel. Very angry at the devilings. Can we help him more? Asked Juliet to the angel. Yes, after all, we are heading to Peaceful Pines. Let's bring back a dish or two to him, shall we? Replied the angel. The delighted one, cheerful one, sobbed in emotion and hugged the angel. I will never forget your kindness, Miss Mayor, said the delighted one in tears. Miss Mayor, is that your real name? Asked Jay to the angel. Well, it isn't, but I am the mayor of this city. That's why some delighted ones call me Im's Mayor, replied the angel. Is there a mayor's office around the city somewhere? Asked Juliet. Yes, I suppose you mean the office of eternal harmony, aka the mayor's office, replied the angel. Oh! I'm excited to see this city fully. It's magnificent. It's bright white and it's shiny golden color. They all surprise me, said Sam. Finally, after another talk of consoling the delighted one, everyone was off to Peaceful Pines. Steve asked the angel, Which type was that delighted one? It was a cheerful one. It was. It isn't anymore, replied the angel sorrowfully. I still feel bad for the poor creature, said Juliet. Wait till I get my wand back and everything is sorted, said the angel solemnly. They finally reached Peaceful Pines and entered the hotel. Inside, they saw a couple of delighted ones here and there waiting for their order. As soon as they saw the angel, they greeted her. Greetings, Miss Mayor. The angel in turn smiled at them and saluted back. The angel showed Peter and the rest to the delighted ones and said, Isn't it awesome that we have world-class famous detectives with us? That's cool, cheered a delightful one. Do you have different genders in your city? Asked Jay to the angel. The angel replied, The men are called delighted ones and the women are called delightful ones, and I am sometimes called a delightful one. I'm hungry. Let's order something. Is there going to be a different mechanic for ordering food as well? Asked the hungry Sam. You guessed it. There is a different way to order stuff in Luminous City. And besides, I thought you voted to go to Celestial Galleria first, said the angel. I did want to go there first, but now I'm hungry, so I changed my mind, said Sam. Very well, let's get our order. I'm excited to show you how it works in our city, said the angel. They went to the counter and the angel told, What do you guys want? Starting with Juliet, Juliet said. A waffle with chocolate syrup and some strawberries, Sam said. Cookies with some warm milk and a few chocolate chips spread on the cookies, Jack said. Some toast with jam and jelly in between, Jay said. Apple pie with some cream on the top. Per said, apple pie with some cream on the top. Per said, a burger with a patty and a few vegetables along with a dip of mayonnaise, said a cenastis of brocade and... Now, time for the magic, said the angel. Everyone watched closely for what was about to happen. The delighted one took out a box full of some dust, and she sprinkled delicate amounts of it into a box. Magically, whatever the children had wished for had appeared in the box. Wow, is it magic? Asked the amazed Juliet. Yes, it definitely is magic, replied the angel. Finally, it's breakfast or is it lunch? Asked Jack. No, it's breakfast time, replied the angel. They all sat down on the chairs and began to munch on their food. Mmm, this is good. I must say, this is the best burger I have ever tasted, said Peter, very shocked at the quality of the food. I concur, replied Sam. Everyone laughed. Oh, Sam, sometimes you are funny with your expert words, said Juliet and Steve. Then, all of a sudden, the angel froze after looking at something. What's happened? Asked Peter. The angel gave neither any reply nor any notice to Peter. They saw the place where the angel was looking towards. They saw two delighted ones holding hands. Sam asked, What's wrong with two people holding their hands? The angel finally replied, You won't understand what I mean. Every time 554,957 years pass, I see two dark black hooded figures 1 week after the incident. Ever since last time, I thought that they were just the devilings in disguise. After I used the Make Yourself Say the Truth potion on the devil, I asked him about the dark hooded figures. He didn't know what I was talking about. He was telling the truth, as the Make Yourself Say the Truth potion only makes you say the truth. They slowly crept to each other with their hands in a shake hand position. When they did touch, the city exploded and we had to rebuild it. So, after 554,957 years of building, it's going to happen again. So, my only hope is, you guys, you have the power to stop them from touching each other. Peter thought hard. Things really were all over the place in Luminous City. If only they could solve the problems. Chapter 5. Peter gets scratched. So, are you guys happy? I replied, asked the angel. Yes, it gave us a lot of information. But if you're going to call us world-class famous detectives, then we'd better act like one, said Jay. Sam said. Is there a notebook around here? We could really use one, the angel replied. Well, there is a stationery shop near us. So, after we eat, let's head there and buy a notebook. Do you know what most of the angels like in Luminous City? Asked the angel, giggling. What? Replied Jay. A super large angelic cake in the shape of an angel with vegetables and extra angelic cake in the shape of an angel? Everyone laughed at the recipe. It truly was funny. That's your favorite dish. Vegetables on a cake. That's absurd, said Sam. The angel went ahead and made her order. It obviously was the big angel-shaped cake with vegetables and extra angel sauce on it. Soon, everyone finished eating. The angel finished her food very quickly. She went and paid a few angel tokens to the counter and called Peter and the rest. They left Peaceful Pines. Man, Peaceful Pines definitely was peaceful, said Steve. Everything here in Luminous City is peaceful. We rarely fight, said the angel. Is there going to be a name for the stationery shop? Asked Jack. I haven't gone there in quite a while, so I don't remember the name correctly. But I remember the place, said the angel. I vote we should go to the Angel Bar after we collect the notebook, said Peter. That's a good idea. Let's vote for where we'll go after we buy the notebook, said the angel. The options are 1. Celestial Galleriato. The Mayor's Office 3. The Angel Bar 4. The Great Museum of Starry Showcase. Peter, Juliet, and Jack voted for the Angel Bar. Steve and Jay voted for the Mayor's Office. Sam voted for the Mayor's Office. Sam voted for Celestial Galleria. The angel said, Welp. Our destination after we buy our notebook will be the Angel Bar, voted by Peter, Juliet, and Jack. They made their way to the stationery shop and found a shop called Golden Inkwell. They entered and saw a delightful one at the counter. She said, What would you like to buy? Oh, Mayor, the angel replied. I would like to get these young detectives a notebook along with a pencil and sharpener, please. Young detectives, I see. I wish you guys the best of luck to get the angelic wand back. Thanks a lot. Together, we will bring back peace to this land, said Peter solemnly. The delightful one grabbed the notebook, pencil, and sharpener. The angel paid the angel tokens and they all left. They saw a delighted one putting out clothes on a thin line so that it gets dried quickly. Peter just saw up and saw something on the roof of the delighted one's house. Deviling on the roof, Peter shouted. Everyone else looked up to see a deviling doing a backflip and landing on the ground. He took the clothes and tried to run away, but Peter caught him and pulled him. Unfortunately, the deviling scratched Peter in anger and ran away towards a portal in which he entered and disappeared. Peter's hand was bleeding. The angel said, Quick, let's take him to the Elysian emergency. The angel called the angelic ambulance and it arrived shortly. The angel got on along with the rest. Peter was told to lie down on the bed. Peter said, It's just a small bleed. Oh, no, it isn't. The deviling could have some effect or poison. You could die, said the angel. After the angel said this, Juliet had tears in her eyes. You don't really mean he will die, do you? Asked Juliet to the angel. The angel replied, He won't, if he is treated immediately. Peter was also heartbroken. His friends were heartbroken. Even the angel was heartbroken. Peter soon fell unconscious and fell right onto the bed. He woke up to see all of his friends along with the angel sitting beside him. They gasped when they saw him opening his eyes. The surgery was successful and you're alive, said the angel. Juliet hugged her brother in tears. I was so worried about you. Just think of me managing by myself without my brother. Peter hugged her back. He was very lucky to be alive. The angel asked Peter, Can we go to the Angel Bar and get something for you? Yes, please, replied Peter, who was now happy. The angel said, Welp, I guess we have to leave you here for resting. We'll go get some drinks for you. What drink would you like, Peter? Peter replied. A chocolate milkshake with a good amount of cream on the top and a strawberry to go with it. And is it going to work just like it worked in Peaceful Pines? Yes. This time we just say it to a mirror and it shoots it out at us. We'd better be careful to catch it, replied the angel. Bye, Peter, said Jay. Jack, Steve, Juliet, and Sam together. Enjoy yourself, said Sam to Peter before she left along with the rest. As they were walking, the angel tagged along with them. I feel so bad for Peter. He ought to have not pulled that cheeky deviling, said Steve. Me too, replied Sammy. 3, replied Jack. Me 4, replied Juliet. Me 5, Juliet. Me 5, replied Jay. It was silent after that until the angel said, Me 6. Everyone laughed a bit and then became serious. They came out of the hospital and walked away from the hospital. Isn't it sad to know that every second that passes, we are farther and farther away from Peter, said Juliet. Yeah, it is. I feel like, said Sam. Look out. They're the deviling about to jump on us, screamed Jay. Everyone saw up to see a deviling about to pounce on them. But it landed over them and started laughing. Everyone was surprised. Devilings weren't usually like this. What could have happened to them? The deviling revealed itself to be a delighted one that said, Did I startle you? I hope you didn't forget that tomorrow is Angelic Joke Day. Ha ha, I was just practicing. Tomorrow you'll see the real jokes. The angel remembered that it was indeed Angelic Joke Day the next day. Nice one. That startled us. I can't wait to see what the other citizens have got for tomorrow, said the angel. I don't think it was funny. I literally had to scream, said Jay. You simply just need to have a good sense of humor. If you have that, you can laugh at any joke. Whether it is scary or funny or surprising, said the angel. They soon made their way to the angel bar and sat down at the counter. Chapter 6. Something suspicious happens. What would you like to order, Ms. Mayor? Asked the delighted one in a bold and kind voice. Pest, what would you guys like to have? Whispered the angel to the rest. I'll have lemonade, please, asked Juliet. Me too, me 3, me 4, me 5 came across the room at the angel bar. Seems like everyone likes lemonade, chuckled the delighted one at the counter. They were just having a nice sip of lemonade when jingle jingle. The end, part 2 coming soon, with new characters.